Icelandic government has made its position very clearly that it is open to the Belt and Road Initiative. And the local business communities have shown strong interest in joining the Belt and Road. As I mentioned, hopefully in the near future, both countries could make the decision to finalize our agreement.
Ísland og Kínverska alþýðulýðveldið kom á stjórnmálasambandi 1971. Kína hefur opnast upp á víða gátt síðasta aldarfjórðungin og að þróast svo hratt að með ólíkindum Svo mikið reyndar að sumum finnst nóg Frumkvæðið Belti og Braut eitt helsta stefnumál Xi Jinping, leiðtoga Alþýðuveldisins Kína. Með stórtækum innviðaframkvæmdum allan heim upp á 1000 milljarða bandaríkjadala eru Kínverjar að auka umsvif sín og áhrif á alþjóðavísu. Þar öllum vegum ætlað að liggja til Peking. Belti og Braut felur í sér innviðaverkefni sem spannar svæði frá Asíu til Afríku, Mið-Austurlanda og Evrópu. Ræturnar eru sagðar í hinni fornu silkileið en framtaki skiptist í grófum dráttum í landleiðir, þar að segja beltið, og sjóleiðir, þar að segja brautin. Dæmi innviðaframkvæmdir sem Kína kostar eða lána til eru vegir, brýr, járnbrautir, hafnir, flugvellir, ljósleiðarar og fleira sem hægt að tengja í samfellt net. Belti og Braut eru risaverkefni. Til samanburðar það 10 sinnum stærra heldur Marshall-aðstoð Bandaríkjanna í Evrópu eftir seinni heimsstyrjöld. 80 lönd eru þátttakendur í þessu og önnur að íhuga það. En Ísland á þessari nýju silkileið? Til að ræða samskipti við Kína og Belti og Braut hingað kominn Jin Zhijian, sendiherra Kínverska alþýðulýðveldisins á Íslandi. Velkomin. Mér skilst að þú talir íslensku. Ég hafði ætlað mér að hafa þetta viðtal á ensku, en kannski fyrst þú talar örlítið íslensku þá spyr ég hver þú? Hvaðan kemur þú?
Já, takk fyrir boðið og ég mjög ánægður að fá tækifæri að koma hingað og þetta annað skipti sem ég kom hingað til Íslands. Ég kom hingað sem kínverski sendiherran í janúar á síðasta ári og á tímabili frá 1985 til 91 var ég fyrst student hérna í Háskóla Íslands og stundanámi í íslensku fyrir útlendinga og líka á enskudeildinni og frá 88 var ég hérna í kínverska sendiráði sem mjög ungur diplomat og sem sagt mjög náinn við Ísland og Ísland getur verið kallað svona þjóð sem stundanámi og líka svona byrjað með diplomatic career. Og ég yfirgaf hérna landinu í 1991 og síðan hafði ég tækifæri til að vinna á ýmsum mikilvægum stöðum eins og svona í kínverska sendiráðinu í Bretlandi og í konsulat í Chicago á Bandaríkjunum og líka í Kaupmannahöfn af Danmörku og líka hérna í Christchurch af Nýja-Sjálandi og líka í höfuðborg kínverska utanríkisráðuneytinu vann ég hérna aðstoða protokollstjóri eins og svona mikilvægum stöðum. Þá hafi ég ýmsa svona reynslu sem diplomat og senior diplomat og það mjög gaman til að fá tækifæri að koma aftur til Íslands.
Þú talar góða íslensku.
Takk fyrir það.
Like I promised, we will conduct the interview, the remaining of it in English. I wanted to ask you about China's Belt and Road Initiative, and if you could a little bit explain for the audience what that initiative is and what it is about.
At the year 2013, Chinese President Xi Jinping made a proposal of building the Belt and Road. We simply call it Belt and Road Initiative. It's the key purpose of establishing this so-called mechanism is actually to provide a platform, an international, important platform for international cooperation and also for promoting common development. And this initiative touches upon 5 key areas, that is to say, policy, infrastructure, trade, financial, and people-to-people connectivity. That's to say 5 connectivities in 5 key areas. And it also stands for open, clean, and green development with the basic principle of extensive consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits. This concept was initiated by China, and the experience tells us in the 5 years or so that this initiative has turned out to be a great success due to the fact that more and more countries have shown interest and are willing to take part in the construction of Belt and Road. Just last week in Beijing, we have been successfully hosted the second Belt and Road Forum with the participation of 38 heads of states and heads of governments, as well as heads of international organizations, and with the participation of over 6,000 representatives from 150 countries. That has shown that the initiative has become a great success. And of course, China is willing to cooperate with as many countries as possible by taking advantage of the initiative, including Iceland and EU countries. I could say Italy and several other, and more than 10 EU countries have already signed MOU for cooperations under the framework of Belt and Road.
Can I ask you about the criticism? Belt and Road Initiative has got some criticism, particularly from the US and some of the states in Europe.
I've heard about this criticism, and I have studied the matter. I've taken note of the response given by some of the countries related. And it seemed to me that all those countries accused by those politicians and journalists do not agree with the remarks. And from my point of view, I want to stress that the initiative, the Belt and Road Initiative, has brought about opportunities for development and for green development. It's not a platform causing debt trap, sorry. And that's the conclusion made by all the necessary and relevant countries, and also is my view.
Silk Road goes from China all the way up to Europe. I saw that the Italians are signing up for the Belt and Road Initiative. I have to ask you about Iceland. How far does the Belt and Road Initiative stretch? Will Iceland participate, or has Iceland been offered to participate in this initiative?
Iceland has become one of the founding members of Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB. And also, since the introduction of the Belt and Road Initiative, the Icelandic government has shown its willingness to discuss about the possibility of joining the Belt and Road Initiative. And at the moment, I think both countries, both governments have been conducting consultations on this matter, and hopefully, in some day in the future, we could reach the conclusion of signing the MOU on the cooperation under the Belt and Road Initiative. And the Icelandic government has made its position very clearly that it is open to the Belt and Road Initiative. And the local business communities have shown strong interest in joining the Belt and Road. as I mentioned, hopefully in the near future, both countries could make the decision to finalize our agreement.
So you think Iceland will participate in the Silk Road?
I hope so, and Iceland has not excluded the possibility of joining the Belt and Road Initiative. And also, I think due to our mutual benefits and also in consideration of the strong interest of the business circle as well as some people in the government, I believe there's a likelihood that both countries could make that step.
To another topic, and that's China's Arctic policy. I saw, I think it's 2 years ago, China adopted the special Arctic policy. Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah.
Why does China have an Arctic policy?
Yeah. First of all, if you look at the location of China, China regards itself as a close to Arctic state. And due to the special position of China, such as a big country, a member of the UN Permanent Security Council, we shoulders our responsibilities in securing peace and promoting development in the Arctic region. So therefore, we have a lot of interest in that area. And we issued the policy paper last year, and in which we outlined our policies. I think among if you look at the whole report, one of the key message is our objective, our goal of relating to the Arctic issue is, first of all, understand Arctic. Arctic is the region that has has a great influence on many issues, for example, climate change, environmental protection, etc. So we need to understand Arctic pretty well. And second, we need to protect Arctic because of the volatile situation in Arctic. We do need to take more measures to protect the environment. And third goal is to develop the Arctic region in a lawful and in a rational manner. That's to say, when we talk about, for example, the exploration of natural resources, we have to be careful. And we have to rely on the cooperations with the international partners. And the fourth goal is to take part or to participate in the governance of the Arctic, because there are many issues related to Arctic, and China do see the reasons to take part in all the relevant matters relating to Arctic region.
Are we going to see more activities of China in the Arctic in the coming years?
In the past, we have sent our icebreakers to conduct scientific research. We have set up, the research center in Norway as well as here in Iceland, in northern part of Iceland. And in the future, due to the needs of having a better understanding of the Arctic region, we will definitely continue with our practice. I cannot assure how many, but we'll definitely want to do what we can for the benefits of the whole world.
Can I ask you about the bilateral relationship between the countries? Where are the biggest opportunities in cooperation between the countries?
And in the past, our two countries differ with each other so much in terms of the size, population, territory, in terms of the development level, as well as social systems. But our two countries managed pretty well in developing good relationships, since the establishment of diplomatic ties. And if we think about the biggest opportunity, in my view, is to take part of the opportunity to look at the opportunities created by the Belt and Road Initiative. This is the most famous or the best public goods in the world, with the participation with already over 150 countries and international organizations. Why not we lose this opportunity? And by this initiative, we could look at the matter of the Polar Silk Road, for example, the new shipping route via Arctic region. We could look at the matter of direct flight between our two countries, and as well as we could look at the various other opportunities, such as in the high-tech industry, in innovation, in the on the issues dealing with the climate change, environmental protection, sustainable development, and as well as e-commerce, etc., etc. So I do believe that we do, if we make the right choice, right decision, we could make a difference in our relationship in the future.
Ambassador, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Tough and